Member Shaheen. Secretary, so at the end of the year, we ended up with a one-year extension of the Farm Bill because we did not have agreement to update the countercyclical safety net like we need to, which, as you know, we're working on very hard. But with that one-year extension, we put in place $33.5 million in emergency assistance for the $33.5 billion for the $10 billion that is market conditions based. We put a number of conditions on it. One, that you would start providing it within 90 days, and that you would follow a format called WIP Plus, which we put in the statute back in 2017. You did both. Mm-hmm. And you started dispersing, or started the process of dispersing March 19th. I think of that 10, you're probably closing on $7 billion. You've already dispersed. My state, it's about $500 million. Mm-hmm. I think you already referenced the ranking member and other states as well. That is how we want to work with you. So I want to put right out front, that's how we want to work between this subcommittee and I think Senator Bozeman will tell you our Ag Committee, full Ag Committee, and USDA. So then I just want to step over now to the weather-based $20 billion. What's your plan on that for getting it going and kind of the format so we know? We're getting questions on that now from our producers.
That's right. So we are within days of announcing the application process. Of course, that's a little more complicated because we don't have the specifics, and it isn't, as you mentioned, in North Dakota, 15,794 of your farmers and ranchers have received money through that first tranche, through the first $10 billion, the emergency aid. On the weather-related programs, that application opens in the next week or two, and we will be moving very, very quickly. We realize that this is a long time coming, and it's related to disasters that happened a while ago. And so ensuring that we get that out as quickly as we possibly can with the team that we have in place. I'm really proud of, I believe, how efficiently and how quickly the team moved out that first tranche. And I believe that you'll see the same sort of efficiency and effectiveness with this second tranche. So it's within the coming weeks.
I know you have to wait till you get the data from the different locations that had the weather disasters. Like in our case, it was fires and ranchers that we lost lives, not only cattle, but lives of people. Yeah. And so I know you have to wait to get that data, but you're thinking within weeks, time frame. Okay.
By the end of the month, the applications will be open and we'll be moving out. Now, we've already moved out the $280 million to the Texas Department of Agriculture for the water issue in South Texas with the Mexicans. And so the ones that were specifically named in the legislation that you all worked on so hard, those have already moved. Those have been moving for a little while. But this next round, the big round, will be within the next few weeks.
Yeah, and that's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
And that's, again, in line with what we passed, and so I appreciate that very much. Restructuring USDA, we all want to find waste, fraud, and abuse. We want to find savings, efficiencies, reductions. Clearly, here in D.C., I think there's plenty of room for that in terms of reducing the size and scope of the bureaucracy. One of the keys for us, though, out on the ground, you and I have talked about it, and I know you know this, is FSA. Talk to me about how we make sure that we have those frontline FSA officers or employees out there working directly with our farmers and ranchers. That's key. So talk about. So again, yeah, we definitely, and we're seeing the reductions in the bureaucracy. Again, we want to find those, but we want the frontline folks out there, the hands-on folks.
I don't know, at least at USDA, if there's any role more important than those frontline FSA offices, and those remain a priority. Of course, right next to that is our wildland firefighters as we're moving into wildfire season. That is extremely important in being operationally ready, which we are. Also our APHIS, our veterinarians, et cetera, those are as important. But the FSA operators that are managing and working with our farmers and our ranchers every single day, it is not in our plan to close any of those offices. There are 4,500, I think, total across the country, which is a big number. But we're also working to be, again, more efficient with online, et cetera, technical assistance, et cetera, that in the future may not rely so much on and on the ground presence. But today, we can't rip that rug out from underneath our farmers and producers, and that remains a priority. I signed a memorandum, I don't know, maybe last week, all the days are running together, that put as a priority ensuring that those offices are fully staffed. As I know we all in this room know, often hiring in rural America is a little bit more difficult because you just don't have the numbers of people. But what I have told the team, and as we continue to focus on rural prosperity moving forward, is that finding the men and women out there, the patriotic Americans that are willing to work around the clock. We already have a lot of that in the FSA, but I think we can do better and more. So we'll be spending some good time on that moving forward.
Thank you, Secretary. And I'm going to turn. Thank you. And I'm going to turn to our ranking member on the full committee, Senator Murray.
Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you very much, Chair Hoeven. I look forward to working with you and with our new ranking member, Senator